Right. So have you ever imagined like throwing a party, but you don't have to stress over playlists or, all the little details and
Yeah.
logistics, and you've got like an AI assistant just like handling everything for you?
Right.
That sounds pretty wild, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we're going to dive into that today, the world of AI-powered parties,
All right.
and see how all this new technology is changing how we celebrate. We've got a ton of research and articles here, and I think you'll find it pretty interesting, especially since you're into how AI is like impacting all this entertainment stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a hot topic right now. And what I think is really interesting is how AI is tackling those classic party problems that
Mm.
we've all had to deal with,
Mm.
trying to please everyone's musical tastes and,
Yeah.
just managing the chaos and logistics.
Yeah, and reading through all this stuff, one thing that really stood out to me was like the pressure to create that like perfect party
Oh, yeah.
these days,
Yeah,
especially with social media and everything. It's like everyone's just trying to like outdo each other.
absolutely. And that's where AI is stepping in to help manage those expectations.
Okay.
So, for example, we're seeing all these AI-powered event planning tools
Right.
that can handle things like invitations and RSVPs and even seating arrangements,
Oh, wow.
which really takes a lot of the guesswork and stress out of it.
It makes a lot of sense. But what about like the entertainment itself? How
Yeah.
can AI actually make a party more fun?
Well, think about like personalized playlists.
Yep.
Instead of having a generic playlist or like fighting over the oak chord,
Right.
AI algorithms can actually create custom soundtracks based on like what all your guests like.
Okay, so how does that actually work? Is it just like looking at everyone's Spotify history or something?
It's actually a bit more sophisticated than that. They use machine learning, which means they're constantly learning and adapting
Huh.
based on all the data that they're being fed. So they can analyze things like what genre of music people like, or the tempo, or the mood, and then create a playlist that blends everyone's tastes together.
So it's like having a DJ who knows everyone's musical preferences like inside and out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool. But isn't there a risk that the AI will like totally miss the mark and play something that's like way off?
I mean, there's always a chance of that, especially with newer technology.
Sure.
But the more data it has, the better it gets at predicting what people will enjoy.
Okay.
Plus, a lot of these systems let you give it feedback so you can fine-tune it or even override the AI if you need to.
That's good. So it's not like the AI is totally taking over. It's more like working with the host to create a better experience.
Exactly.
So what else is out there in terms of like AI-powered entertainment? What else can it do?
Oh, there's some really innovative stuff out there. For example, some companies are making AI-powered karaoke systems
Oh, wow.
that can listen to you sing and then adjust the music to make you sound better.
Whoa. That's taking karaoke to a whole new level. What about people who don't like music? Is there other AI entertainment that could work at a party?
Absolutely. Imagine like interactive games that are tailored to each person's personality.
Okay.
AI could look at their social media or give them a quick personality quiz and then create custom games that everyone would like.
That sounds so much better than just like those same old party games we've played a million times.
Right. And it's not just about keeping people entertained. This type of stuff can actually help people break the ice and get conversations going.
Oh, so it's like the AI is a social facilitator.
Yeah, kind of.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, and we're even seeing some companies develop AI robots that can walk around and mingle and tell jokes and even serve drinks.
Okay, now that's straight out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, right?
Are robot bartenders really a thing now?
They're definitely being developed. Some high-end places like bars and restaurants are experimenting with them.
Wow.
I mean, they're not as fancy as the robots in movies, but the technology is getting better really fast.
I bet having a robot serve drinks would free up the host to actually like talk to their guests instead of being stuck behind the bar all night.
Exactly. That's actually a key theme we see in all this research.
Oh, yeah.
It's about AI enhancing the human side of parties, not replacing it.
That makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, parties are about connecting with people, not just being impressed by technology.
For sure. And speaking of impressive technology, one of the most talked about things in the party scene right now is the AI DJ.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about those.
Mhm.
What makes them different from a regular DJ?
Well, a human DJ relies on their experience and intuition to choose the right music.
Right.
But an AI DJ can actually analyze the mood of the party in real time using all sorts of data.
Wait, so it's like it's constantly monitoring how much energy people have if they're dancing, even their conversations, to figure out what music to play.
Exactly. It can look at stuff from wearable sensors, social media feeds, even facial recognition software.
Wow, that's a lot of data.
I know, right?
So how does it actually translate all that data into picking music?
That's where the machine learning comes in. It's been trained on a huge data set of music. Analyzing everything from the tempo and key to the lyrics and the mood of the music.
Uh-huh.
Then, based on all the real-time data from the party, it picks and even blends songs to create a soundtrack that's constantly changing.
So it's basically making a custom playlist on the fly,
Yeah.
tailored to that exact moment
Yeah.
and the energy of the crowd.
Exactly. And because it's always learning, it can adjust to changes in the mood and even take requests.
That's pretty awesome. I love a good party. But this is getting seriously high-tech.
Yeah, it is.
Were there any real examples of this working?
Actually, there are. One of the articles talks about a company that used an AI DJ for a corporate event, and it went really well.
Okay, I'm intrigued what happened.
Well, they said that guest engagement went up by 90%.
Whoa.
And social media shares about the event increased by 25%.
Those are some serious numbers.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
But were people actually happy with the music? Wasn't anyone creeped out that a computer was choosing the music?
That's a fair point. But from the feedback, it seemed like most people were really impressed by how well it kept the energy up and played music that everyone liked.
It makes you wonder if sometimes AI DJs might be better at reading a crowd than humans. They don't have any personal preferences or biases.
That's a really interesting point. It really makes you think about the future of DJing. Could AI eventually replace human DJs completely?
Yeah.
Or will it become more of a tool that they use?
It's definitely something to think about. Reading through this stuff, it seems like AI isn't just changing how we hear music at parties, it's changing the whole way we plan events.
You're absolutely right. And that's something we're going to talk about a lot more in the next part of our deep dive.
Oh,
We'll be looking at how AI is transforming everything from picking a venue and catering to managing the guest list and even following up after the party's over.
Sounds good. Okay, so we've talked about how AI can personalize music at parties and stuff, but what about the bigger picture, like planning the whole event?
Yeah,
These articles mention AI doing that too.
that's right. AI can actually handle a lot of the logistical headaches that come with planning a party,
Okay.
like choosing a venue, for instance.
Oh yeah, finding the right spot could be such a pain.
Right.
Like too small, everyone's crammed in there, too big, it feels empty.
Exactly. And AI can help with that.
Really?
Yeah, it can analyze your guest list, your budget, and the vibe you're going for, and suggest places that would work perfectly.
Right.
It can even consider things like if it's accessible parking and even if it's near public transportation.
So you're saying no more scrolling through endless websites or making tons of phone calls? That would save so much time.
Yeah.
But okay, what about food? Can AI really plan something as complicated as that?
Believe it or not, it can.
Really?
Yeah, AI-powered catering services are starting to pop up.
Okay.
They can create menus based on your guests' dietary needs, allergies, even their favorite types of food.
Hold on. Are you serious?
What?
AI can make a menu that everyone will, even my friend who's allergic to everything.
Well, it's getting pretty close. These AI systems can look at data from guest profiles, online reviews, even social media trends to figure out what dishes will be a hit.
That's amazing. It's like having your own chef and party planner all in one.
Right.
But what about those unexpected party problems that always seem to happen? Can AI prevent those too?
Absolutely. AI can be a lifesaver for predicting and stopping potential disasters.
Okay.
So, for instance, imagine an AI that checks the weather and tells you if it's going to rain.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so you can come up with a backup plan.
Or maybe you could tell you how much food and drinks you'll need based on how many guests you have and how much they usually eat and drink.
Exactly. AI can look at data from past events to make really accurate guesses about things like that, even the best time to start and end the party.
Okay, I'm starting to see why having an AI party planner would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But with all this talk about efficiency and logistics, won't the party feel kind of too programmed?
I see what you mean, but remember, AI is just a tool. It's up to the host to use it in a way that makes the party better, not less human.
So it's about finding a balance between letting the AI do its thing
Yeah.
and adding your own personal touch.
Exactly, and I think that's where the host's role is even more important now with AI.
Okay.
Instead of being stressed about all the little details, they can focus on being a good host, making people feel welcome, starting conversations, making sure everyone's having a good time.
So like the AI lets the host be more of a social director, which makes the party more fun for everyone.
Exactly, and as AI gets better, we'll probably see even more creative and personalized things it can do for parties.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's get practical for a second.
Sure.
If someone's listening to this and they're thinking, I want an AI party planner, what can they do? Does that even exist yet?
Well, we don't have like a full AI party planner that you can hire yet,
Okay.
but there are definitely companies that offer AI services for certain parts of planning an event.
Like those AI venue finders and catering things you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. There are also apps that can help you make personalized invitations, manage RSVPs, even make seating charts.
It sounds like these tools would be a game changer for people who love parties but hate all the planning.
Oh, absolutely. And as technology gets better, we'll probably see even more advanced AI tools that can handle even more stuff, making planning parties easier and more fun.
You know, as we talk about all the good things AI can do, I can't help but think about the downsides too.
Yeah,
What if we get too reliant on AI to plan our parties?
that's a good question. I think there is a risk of losing some of the creativity and fun that comes from planning things yourself.
Right. If everything is perfectly planned by an algorithm, it takes some of the human element out of it.
That's true. I think it's important to remember that AI should be a tool that helps us be more creative, not less.
So maybe it's about using AI for the boring parts of planning,
Yeah.
but still adding your own ideas and letting those unexpected fun moments happen.
Exactly, and I think that's what we should take away from all this. AI has the power to change how we plan and experience parties,
Mm-hmm.
but it's up to us to decide how we want to use it and what kind of parties we want to have.
Well said. And, you know, speaking of creating memorable experiences, I'm curious about how AI could change how we interact with people at parties.
Oh, that's an interesting area.
Yeah.
Some researchers are looking into how AI could personalize the guest experience in real time.
Okay, what does that even mean? Like an AI that remembers everyone's name and what they like to drink?
It could be something like that, or it could be more complex.
Okay.
Imagine an AI that listens to people's conversations and then suggests things they might have in common.
Oh, wow. So it's like an AI matchmaker for party conversations?
Yeah, sorta.
That's pretty cool, but wouldn't that be kind of creepy? Like Big Brother listening to everything you say?
It's definitely a fine line.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is to be open about it and give people control.
Uh-huh.
Guests should know that an AI is being used to make the party better, and they should be able to say no if they don't want that.
That makes sense. And, you know, thinking about all the things AI can do, it seems like the possibilities are endless.
They really are, and as AI keeps getting smarter, we can only imagine how it will shape the future of parties and all kinds of social gatherings.
You know, before we get too ahead of ourselves, I want to go back to something you said before about AI replacing human DJs. Do you really think that could happen?
It's definitely possible. AI DJs can already make really amazing playlists, and as technology gets better, they could get even better at reading a crowd and playing what people want.
But isn't there something special about a human DJ? You know, someone who can connect with the audience and create a certain vibe.
Absolutely. I think there will always be a place for human DJs, especially those who are true performers.
Yeah.
But I also think AI DJs will become more common, especially for events where a budget is tight or it's hard to find a DJ.
So maybe we'll end up with a mix of both, where AI DJs handle the basic stuff and human DJs come in for those times when you need a real person.
Yeah, that's a good possibility, and it just shows that the future of parties and entertainment will probably be a combination of humans and AI, each doing what they do best.
You know, this whole conversation has really made me think about how technology is changing how we socialize.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how AI can make so many parts of planning a party better and make it a more personal and fun experience for everyone.
It really is, and I think the important thing to remember is that AI is just a tool.
Right.
It's up to us to use it responsibly and creatively to plan parties that reflect what we care about and what we want.
Well said. And as we keep going, it'll be interesting to see how AI and human interaction change and grow in the world of parties and everywhere else.
I totally agree. It's an exciting time to be looking at how technology and social connection come together.
Wow. So we've talked about a lot in this deep dive.
Yeah.
AI DJs and personalized playlists and even like robot bartenders and all these event planning apps.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
But as we like wrap things up here, I want to kind of zoom out and think about like the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
What does all this, like the rise of these AI-powered parties,
Right.
what does it tell us about like the future of entertainment and just like social gatherings in general?
That's a really good question. I mean, on the one hand, we're seeing AI taking over all these tasks that, humans used to do.
Uh-huh.
But then on the other hand, I think people are realizing that having that human element is still super important to actually make an experience, memorable and meaningful.
So it's like not about AI like getting rid of humans, but more about them working together
Yeah.
to make something that's like way better than either one could do on their own.
Exactly. And I think we're moving towards a future where AI is doing all the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
So that leaves humans to do what they're best at, being creative, making connections, and just being spontaneous.
It makes you wonder how all this is going to change party culture.
Yeah.
Will we start to see like totally new kinds of parties
Yeah.
that are like only possible because of AI?
It's definitely possible. Just imagine like immersive parties that are interactive,
Uh,
where the whole environment changes based on like the mood and the energy of the people there.
Wow.
Or even like personalized experiences that are like tailored to each person's interests.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie,
I know, right?
but who knows? Maybe that's not too far off.
Yeah, and as technology gets even better, I think we'll see AI being used even more to help people connect, not just at parties, but like in all parts of our lives.
Thinking about all this, it makes me realize that the cool thing about AI isn't just that it makes things efficient or whatever.
Right.
It's that it uses technology to help us be more human
Yeah.
and have more meaningful experiences.
I totally agree. And I think that's something important to remember as you explore this whole world of AI-powered entertainment.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to like try new things, be creative,
Yeah.
use this technology to bring people together and have fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
And, whether you're throwing like a small get-together or a huge party, the most important thing is always that connection between people.
Definitely.
So get out there, connect with people, and let AI help you make some awesome memories.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into AI-powered parties. We hope you found it helpful and maybe even a little inspiring.
Yeah. And until next time, keep the party going.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like to show your support. Got thoughts, questions, or ideas? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe and hit the to stay updated on my latest content. See you in the next video.